we are on lesson 1 and step up to grade 3. That's on page 921. Let's look at our solve and share.
Miss Witt bought 3 boxes of paint with 5 jars of paint in each box. What is the total number of jars Ms. Witt bought? Solve this problem any way you choose.
Okay, pause the video and work on solving this problem any way you want to solve it. Okay, now we're going to work on solving this together, and we'll see if we solved it the same way. Now, I'm going to use the counters to solve it, which is a way we've done it many times, using counters to solve problems. Now, I'm going to use the counters, and I'm going to arrange them as if I have 3 boxes, okay? Now, I'm going to make 5 jars of paint. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's jar 1. Now I'm going to make, or box 1, I should say. Here's box 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now here's box 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those are my boxes of paint. So now what am I going to do? What do you think I could do to figure it out? Now I'm going to count my counters. Now because I know there's 5 there, I'm just going to count by 5s. So 5, 10, 15. I have 15 jars of paint. Is that how many jars of paint you came up with? So I have repeated addition here. And I can write, if I would like, excuse me, I can write 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals what? 15. That is one way to figure this out because I have 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15. Now, some of you might have said, I can multiply it. Now, if I multiply it, do you know what the multiplication equation would be? 3 times 5 equals 15. That's right. 3 times 5 equals 15. If you said that, you would be correct as well. Both those would be correct answers. Now, boys and girls, repeated addition, which this is because we're repeating the same number, involves joining equal groups and is one way to think about multiplication. And that's what we're going to be working on today. That's what we're going to be working on today. It's very exciting. So let's get ready to watch our video.
How can you find the total number of objects in equal groups? Think about this question during the lesson. Jessie used 3 bags to bring home the goldfish she won at a fun fair. She put the same number of goldfish in each bag. How many goldfish did she win? Let's find out.
Okay.
How many goldfish do you see in each bag?
Okay, we're going to count them. Now,
select your answer.
She put the same number in each bag, so we'll only need to count how many are in one bag. So let's count this bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she has 8 goldfish in a bag.
There are 8 goldfish in each bag. How can counters help to show groups? The counters show 3 groups of 8 goldfish.
I can use counters to show the groups.
You can use addition to join equal groups. There are 3 bags with 8 goldfish in each bag.
Now remember, this is our bar diagram. So we're using our bar diagram to figure out how many goldfish there are in the bags. So this represents one bag, the second bag, and the third bag. And this is our unknown because this is our total, and we don't know our total number of goldfish yet, but we're going to figure it out. So it says here, select each group of counters to add. So we're going to add up all of our counters.
8. 8 plus 8 equals 16. 8 plus 8 plus 8 equals 24.
So when we add 8 plus 8 plus 8, it equals 24. So there's 24 goldfish in the 3 bags.
8 plus 8 plus 8 equals 24. Jessie won 24 goldfish. The addition relates to the counters because it shows adding 3 groups of 8. Multiplication is an operation that gives the total number when you join equal groups. The bar diagram shows 3 bags of goldfish with 8 goldfish in each bag. How can this be written using multiplication?
Okay, so how do you think we write it using multiplication? We wrote it earlier. Think back.
There are 3 groups or bags with 8 goldfish in each bag. So 3 times 8 equals 24.
So when we're writing multiplication, the number of groups goes first, right here. So this stands for the number of groups. And the second number tells us how many are in each group. So 3 groups of 8. This is really what all this is telling us. That's all a multiplication equation tells us. It tells us how many groups and how many are in a group. So 3 times 8 equals 24 is telling us we have 3 groups of 8. 3 groups of 8 equals 24. So we have 3 groups of 8 goldfish. 3 groups of 8 goldfish equals 24 goldfish.
Factors are the numbers that are being multiplied. The first factor, 3, represents the 3 groups, or bags. The second factor, 8, represents the 8 goldfish in each bag. The product is the answer to a multiplication problem. The product in this equation is the total number of goldfish Jessie won, or 24 goldfish. Let's see how to show an addition equation and a multiplication equation. 8 plus 8 plus 8 equals what number? 3 times 8 equals what number? The question mark represents an amount that is not yet known in both equations. An unknown is a symbol for a number in an equation. The question mark represents the sum that is not known in this addition equation, or the product that is not known in this multiplication equation. Both equations tell you that Jessie won 24 goldfish.
So there we go. That is the mystery of multiplication explained there. Our first number or factor tells us how many groups we have. Our second number in our multiplication equation tells us how many are in each group. And then our product tells us our answer. So when we take our number of groups, we multiply it by the number in each group, we get our factor. Good job, boys and girls. This is very exciting. So now let's work on some pages together. Let's practice. We need some practice. So here it says, suppose, let's model with some math. So let's figure some out. It says, suppose Jessie won 5 bags of goldfish. Draw a bar diagram and write an addition equation and a multiplication equation to represent the problem. So we're going to draw a bar diagram. Now, how many bags of goldfish are there going to be? There's going to be 5 bags. So now we have to draw 5 bags of goldfish. Now, let's see if I can do this, because this is kind of hard when I'm drawing like this. So I want you to help me. You're going to draw 5 bags of goldfish. So we're going to draw a bar, and we're going to draw, we want to draw 5. So I'm going to draw, that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm a little crooked there. I think I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what am I going to put in here? They represent what? 8. They represent 8 goldfish. So 8, 8, 8, because there's 8 in each one of these, correct? 8. And then we're going to draw our line here, right? We always draw a line because this represents our total number of goldfish here. Our total. Oh, I kind of lost the line here. This is trickier than it looks, boys and girls. And this is our number of what? Our unknown number of what? Goldfish. So I'm going to put a little question mark, and this is our goldfish. And we can write the word goldfish here, or we could just leave it because we could write goldfish here. So this is goldfish. So this is goldfish. G-O-L, goldfish. Okay, F-I. So we're going to write that because this is our unknown number of goldfish. We don't know how many are here, do we? But we're going to figure it out. Okay, now what we have here, boys and girls, is we have to write an addition problem, an addition equation. What's our addition equation going to be? It's going to be what? 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. So let's write that. Let's write 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. So we need 8 plus, you know what? I think I might type that. I think that might be easier for me because it is hard to type this. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to type, okay? I think it'll be easier for me to type it. So I'm going to do 8 plus, oops, that's an equals, plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 equals, and we have to figure that out. What do you think that is? Did I hear anybody say it? It is 40, okay? 40. Oops, equals 40. And then we have a multiplication equation. So we count how many groups we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 groups of 5 times what? 8. 5 groups of 8. And that equals 40. It equals the same thing. There we go. That is our equation, boys and girls. Isn't that cool? 5 times 8 equals 40. Everybody write that down. I hope yours is going to look a little better than mine. I'm sure it will. So that is our bar diagram with our 5 bags of goldfish and our equations. Here's our repeated addition, because we have to have an equal number in each bag for our multiplication. 5 groups of 8 equals 40. Are we ready to move on to our next page? Because we're going to work together a little bit more. So let's move on to our next page. I'm ready. Are you ready? So let's go to our next page. Next page. Now I'm going to have to clear everything because it keeps it. Okay, clear the page. There we go. Now here is what it says. It says number 1, reasoning. Can you write 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 12 as a multiplication equation? Explain. Okay, so can we do it? Well, look at it. Can we do that? Yes, yes we can. So let's write it. I'm going to write it right here. And we can write it. I want to make this type a little bit smaller because it's ginormous. So what is it going to be? What do we have here? How many 3s do we have? That's how many groups. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 3. So it is going to be 4 times 3 equals 12. And why were we able to do that? Yes, the groups are equal. Yes, we were able to do that. Can we write that? Yes, the groups were equal. So yes, the groups are equal. And I'm going to move that a little bit, like right there. 4 times 3 equals 12. Yes, the groups are equal. So now, give you a second to look at that, to write that. Now I want us to look at number 2. It says, can you write 1 plus 5 plus 7 equals 13 as a multiplication equation? Explain. What do you notice about this addition problem or this addition equation and that addition equation? That's right. I hope you said we do not have equal groups. So can we write that? No, we cannot. So now here's what we're going to do. We're going to write in here. We're going to write right here. We're going to say no. The groups are not equal. We're going to say no. Oh, this doesn't erase here. What is up with that business? It should be able to erase all that, but it doesn't, so we have to backspace. So now we're going to say no. The groups are not equal. There we go. Fit it all there. How's that? No, the groups are not equal. You have to have the exact same number in each group. And so we have 3 groups here, right? We have a group of 1, a group of 5, and a group of 7. We don't have the same number in each group. They are unequal. Let's look at number 3. It says write an addition equation and a multiplication equation to solve this problem. Matt buys 3 bags of apples. There are 6 apples in each bag. How many apples does Matt buy? Oh, this is fun. So let's start. So he buys 3 bags of apples. So let's start with our equations here. So 3 bags of apples, there are 6 bags of apples in each bag. So first we need an addition problem. So we know that we have 3 bags, there's 6 in a bag. So what do we start out with? We start with 6. Oh, I keep forgetting I have to erase that. 6, that's bag 1, plus what? We have to add 6 plus the 6 apples in bag 2, plus the 6 apples in what? Bag 3. And then we have to add that together. And that would equal 6 plus 6 plus 6 is what? 18. Good job. Now, I'm going to space a little bit. Now we have to have our multiplication equation. So how many groups do we have? It tells us right here we have 3 because we have 3 bags. So that's going to be 3 times, how many are in a bag? 6. 3 times 6, and what does that equal? 18. There we go. So how many apples are there? 18 apples. I'm going to write the word apples right there. 18 apples. We're doing great. Now let's look at number 4. It says complete 4 and 5. Use the pictures to help. We have 2 groups of how many? How many groups do we have here? How many are in each group? Count them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have 2 groups of, how many? We have 2 groups of 3. Easy enough. 2 groups of 3. So 3 plus 3 is what? 3 plus 3 is 6. Now I'm going to have to move that because that is not where we need it to be. I hope I could pick that up. We'll see. Oh, good. I was actually able to do it. Now, let's look and see what we have here. Uh-oh. We got problems. Do we have problems here? It's not liking this. Okay, oh, there we go. We're fine now. Now it says 2 times what? How many are in each group? Now we have 2 groups. How many are in a group? 3, that's right. 2 times 3. So now we're going to put here 2 times 3, okay, equals what? 6. So we're going to, do I dare chance it by moving that around? I don't know. We'll have to see if I can move it. Oh, there. It worked. Okay, now we have, look, we have how many groups of 2? Count them. They're in ring. They're been circled. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to put here, we have 3 groups of 2. So right here, we're going to write 3. So we have 3 groups of 2. And so now we put 2 plus what? 2 plus, oh, gotta get rid of that. We have 2 plus 2, okay, plus what? 2 plus 2 equals what? 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals, what does 2 plus 2 plus 2 equal? Uh-oh, okay. What does 2 plus 2 plus 2 equal? It equals 6, right. You're doing good. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. So what we have here is 3 plus what? What are we going to write there? 3 plus, or 3 times what? 3 times 2 equals 6. 3 times 2 equals 6. Very nice. Now I'm going to try and move these around here so we can have them right where they go. What are the odds? Oh, they're moving. There we go. So we have 3 groups of 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. 3 times 2 equals 6 because we have 3 groups of 2. Now, oops. Do you see that? Now it says complete 6 and 7. Use the pictures to help. Now I'm going to remove this because when I move, it's all going to be down here. So I hope you got that. If you didn't, then you'll just have to go back in the video. It says complete 6 and 7. Use the pictures to help. We have 2 groups of what? How many do we have here? We have 2 groups of, and I think this time I'm just going to write. We have 2 groups of 4. Okay? 4 plus what? 4 plus 4 equals 8. Good. Okay. 2 times 4 equals 8. Good. Okay, now let's look at number 7. We have 3 groups of, how many are in a group? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 3 groups of 4. So that is 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals what? 4, 8, 12. It's handy to be able to skip count. Okay. 3 times 4, because we have 3 groups of 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. Okay. Now, it says in 8 through 11, complete each equation. Use counters or draw a picture to help. So let's do this. It says 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 4 times what? So we have 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of what? We have 4 groups of 5. So we're just going to put a 5 in there. No counter necessary. Now we have blank plus blank equals 2 groups of 7. 2 groups of 7 is what? What? 7 plus 7. 9 plus what equals 2 times what? What do you think that is? That would be 9 plus 9 equals 2 times 9. That would be 2 groups of 9. So let's write that. Now we have 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. So we have how many groups of 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be our first number. Put it in. And then we're counting groups of 6, right? 4 times 6. There you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's what we're going to do. Good job, boys and girls. Good job. So now I'm going to have you, I want to be looking at, let's see what else we need to do. So let's go to our next page and see what we have. If we have anything too tricky. Now here, you're going to have to draw pictures. You're going to be making, it says you have to model with math, so you're going to be drawing some pictures. You're going to have to be drawing some pictures here. I think you'll be able to do this quite easily, and this is what you're going to have to do. Good job, boys and girls. Good job.